Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS497. Happy Thursday afternoon to all my viewers on this awesome channel. Today, the Minnesota Vikings will be traveling to the Windy City and America's third largest city in the United States. We will be in Chicago, and we will be at Soldier Field looking over Lake Michigan this time. So it's on shores of one of the Great Lakes, which is really interesting, kind of similar to Lake Erie compared to the Cleveland Browns. Their stadium not being far from Lake Erie. Soldier Field actually is not far from Lake Michigan, and they say Soldier Field, in fact, is the oldest stadium out in this NFL football league, and that is true, by the way. And they say it's also the smallest. So, without further ado, let's get right into this, and we will see you guys at kickoff time. All right, it is prime time here in Chicago as the Bears wear orange, and they come out of the tunnel today as they will battle off against their NFC North rival, the Minnesota Vikings. And this is a fun rivalry to watch, in my opinion, actually. They say Thursday night football, but I'm just imagining this as a Sunday night football game. Alright, now we're ready to return to kickoff. We got Cordell Patterson, the former Minnesota Vikings player. He's ready to battle off against his former team. I think he also wore number 84 with Minnesota. And he's going to get stopped at the 34, which is a good spot to be stopped at. I mean, we see the University of North Carolina product, the same college that Michael Jordan played basketball at. And he steps onto the field for the first time today. He throws the ball deep to Trevor Davis. Davis gets the first down there, gain of 37 yards there, and we're at a good spot. First down and 10 now for Chicago. We're going to use some off form. I'm going to sub out. I'm going to use Tariq Cohen instead. So now we're at the 29 here. First down for Chicago. We need to get a first down to get into the red zone. And we're pretty close, I'd say, as Anthony Barr stops Tariq Cohen there. Second down and 3. 2 yards shy of getting it into the red zone. And we are in the red zone, in fact. Breaks a couple of tackles. Gets stopped there at the 2-yard line. So this is going to be first and goal from the 2. And I'm thinking of using Mitch Trubisky as my... I'm just going to run it in, and then he gets sacked by Harrison Smith. So they're down at the 10 now. So I'm going to think about using a single back formation. I'm thinking I might use the PA pass or whatever. Second and goal from the 10-yard line. And now he's going to throw it to Allen Robinson, and that will be an incomplete pass. Third and goal, in fact. We're at the 10-yard line now for Chicago. We should be able to get a touchdown, and we do. And the Chicago Bears now lead it 7-0 as Allen Robinson II gets his first receiving touchdown of the game. And we will see you guys when we are on defense. All right, now it is first down and 10. We see the former Michigan State and Washington Redskins quarterback Kirk Cousins ready to step onto the field for the first time for this Minnesota Vikings offense. He passes it, could have been intercepted there. Eddie Jackson could have used his hands to catch it and claim it as an INT, but we are at second and 10 now from the 30-yard line here in Chicago in the 3-1-2. Now, Dalvin Cook, he only gains about a yard in, so now this is going to be third down and 9 now for Minnesota. So now we're ready to play some defense here. Third and 9 now. And he's going to throw it. Incomplete pass there. 0 for 2. Now it's 4th and 9 for this Minnesota Vikings offense. So they're going to have to punt. And we got Tariq Cohen, our running back. And he is ready to return this kickoff here. And he's going to get stopped down at the 34-yard line. So this is going to be first down and 10 now for Chicago. So now what are we going to do? I'm thinking I'm going to use the I form and I'm going to use some Tariq Cohen to run it in and possibly score our second touchdown of the game. And he gets stopped there at the 49. So this is now going to be first and 10, still for Chicago. And now I am going to pass it deep across the field to Ted Ginn Jr., the former Miami Dolphins receiver and Carolina Panthers. Face mask call on Minnesota, so we are going to have to accept because that's an automatic first down on Harrison Smith there. And we are at the 10-yard line, so that is really good right there. That's good because we needed that yardage anyway, and we really needed the yards. And then it's going to be first down and 10. I'm going to throw it to Trevor Davis and gets a touchdown. His first touchdown of the game. And Chicago takes the lead 14-0 here at home at Soldier Field. All right, now it's first down and 10 for Minnesota. They're ready to run the ball. So now we're going to blitz here. And the first quarter already ended. The Chicago Bears now take the lead 14-0 here at home at Soldier Field. First and 10 now from the 27 here for Minnesota. And now Dalvin Cook runs it, maybe gains about 6 yards on that play. So now this is second and 4 now from the 22-yard line here in and they lose the ball. Chicago recovers Akeem Hicks, and this will be a first down and 10 for Chicago. So Minnesota gets their first turnover of the game, and now the Chicago Bears take possession of the football here in the 3-1-2. Oh, he does a hurdle. And he gets stopped there at the 43 there. Tariq Cohen, 4 rushes, 69 yards, and a touchdown. So now we're going to use the running play here again. I'm using that same one until we get that touchdown. We really step it up. I mean, he does another hurdle and gets stopped at the 16. 5 carries, 96 yards. So he should be able to get this touchdown. We're in the red zone. We're 16 yards out. I'm going to hand the ball off to Tariq Cohen, and he's going to get stopped there. And we're at the 16 now, so we're going to use the drive alert. We're going to use the I form. It's kind of like the I formation, but it should be. And now he breaks a tackle or 2 and gets stopped at the 3. We're going to take a timeout here. And here we are at downtown Chicago. You can only see very little of the lights in downtown. I don't think you can see Soldier Field from the Willis Tower, if I am mistaken. 111 yards for Tariq Cohen. All right, now this is second and goal from the 1 here. And now we're aiming to get it into the end zone. Not quite. Not quite in the end zone, but third and goal. We should be able to get a touchdown here. We should be. And we do, in fact, get the touchdown. First rushing touchdown of the game. And the first one for Tariq Cohen. And it's now 21-0 here in Chicago. And we will see you guys when we are on defense. All right, now Justin Jefferson gets a 96-yard kickoff return there. The rookie from LSU, who won the national championship back in January, along with Joe Burrow, who was picked first overall for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we'll show you the whole replay here in just a bit. Okay, here is the replay, folks. And now Pat O'Donnell kicks it off. And now Justin Jefferson, the rookie from LSU, in fact, he's running this out. No one stops him. Nobody tries to, and he just runs it into the end zone. Touchdown Vikings, as it's now 21-7. The Bears lead it by 14. All right, now we're ready to return the kickoff. Here we got Eddie Jackson, one of the team safeties here for this Chicago Bears defense. And now he's ready to return. And he's going to run this out. Maybe he's going to get stopped at the 32. And he does, in fact. 1st and 10 for Chicago. Now, I'm thinking of using possibly Nick Foles as my quarterback just for the third quarter only because Trubisky is doing such a good job offensively now with 2 touchdowns in this game. 5 for 6, 104 yards. He does at least have a 158.3 passer rating, which is good. That's where we need to be at least. So now this is going to be 1st and 10 now. And I'm going to break a couple of tackles. He's going to get stopped down at the 38. A gain of 13 yards on his first carry of the game. So now this is 1st down and 10 now for Chicago. And he's ready to run this out. And he's going to get stopped there. So now we're at the 34. We only got 8, maybe 7 seconds to go. But I'm just going to run this in just to end the first half. And he's going to get stopped there at the 36. But now the Bears still lead it 21-7. We're winning by 14 here. And we will see you guys when we are on defense in the second half. I think we kick off the second half. Okay, now I was actually right that we do in fact kick off the second half. Because we returned with Cordell Patterson in the beginning of the episode. So now Justin Jefferson scored this is his second time returning. He scored his first touchdown of the game and the Vikings' only touchdown of the game here in and now Dalvin Cook is going to run this out. Maybe gains 2 yards in. So that's 2nd and 8 now for the Minnesota Vikings here as they're ready to play some offense. So now he's going to be ready to throw. Incomplete pass whatsoever. 0 for 3 on the day for Kirk Cousins. So this is 3rd down and 8 here. So now this is the third quarter. So I'm going to have to sub out Mitch Trubisky. Oh, we get an interception. I'm thinking it's Danny Trevathan. And it is, in fact, the 2nd turnover of the game for this Minnesota Vikings offense. All right, now this is 1st down and 10 for the Chicago Bears. And I subbed out the Super Bowl 52 MVP Nick Foles with the Philadelphia Eagles. And he's gonna and the Vikings get a fumble recovery. Shamar Stephen there. He tries to throw it. And this will be Chicago's first turnover of the game here at Soldier Field. So this is interesting to see. Turnover after turnover. Because that interception, he has 1 INT on the day. No touchdowns whatsoever so far for Kirk Cousins. So, 2nd down and 10 now. All right, now, Cousins, he's going to throw. I thought we were seriously going to. And he gets stopped at the 10-yard line. Okay, the Minnesota Vikings, in fact, got a kickoff or got a field goal, in fact. So now the Bears are still leading by 11. So now Eddie Jackson, however, returns it, gets stopped at the 29, and this will be a 1st down and 10 for the Chicago Bears. Now we're going to use the single back formation. Remember what happened last time? We lost, Nick Foles lost the ball, and then Shamar Stephen got the fumble recovery. So now Roquan Smith there gets a reception, and I think this is his first one, and maybe the 2nd one of the game. I don't know. And now we're going to use the tight end seam here. So now Nick Foles is ready to throw the football across the field, deep down to Danny Trevathan, who got the INT in this game earlier. Earlier in this game, he got an interception. And that is good. And he's getting a little bit used to playing offense and defense. And he gets a gain of 18 yards there. 1st down and 10 now for Chicago. So I'm thinking I'm going to go back to my recent plays. That's where the star comes from. And this is third quarter now. First down and 10 from the 24-yard line. And he's going to throw it to Trevathan and gets a touchdown. First touchdown of the game offensively for Danny Trevathan, who just got the INT there. I like that bench press celebration. It reminds me of doing bench press back in my high school days in physical education class. I loved bench press, honestly. I did that every single time in gym. And now the Chicago Bears lead it by 18, 28-10 here in Chicago. All right, now we're going to use some zone coverage here on defense. The Vikings, however, are at the 39, second down and 23 now for Minnesota. They're scrambling across the field. I wanted that to be an interception, but it could have been. Should have been an interception there. But now it's third and 23. If they do not gain 23 yards, they are going to have to punt. And they get sacked once more by Roquan Smith that got at least 2 or 3 receptions in this game here at Soldier Field. Now they're going to try to convert for fourth down. Do you think that they will make it? I'm possibly going to say they can, likely, but they probably won't. And they do not get the fourth down conversion. So they will not get a first down. So you know what that means. We're ready to play some offense here with Tariq Cohen, and I'm going to sub him out for Mitchell Trubisky here. All right, now it's first down and 10 for Chicago. I think we're going to run it in with Tariq Cohen. Hopefully we're going to get our 5th touchdown of the game because 5 times 7 equals 35. And he gets stopped there. 12 carries, 124 yards. That is incredible right there. And now we're going to use second and 9. We're hoping to get at least a reception. Maybe not. So it's third down and 9. We're ready to throw the ball here. I'm thinking my receiver could possibly be Allen Robinson, and it is. So we're going to get stopped there at the 28, 6 for 8 there, 122 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day there. So now this is going to be first and 10 from the 28 here in Chicago. Now he's going to throw the ball to Trevor Davis, and Davis gets a reception, 7 for 9 there, 132 yards and 2 touchdowns for 2-minute warning, by the way, here in Chicago. Forgot to mention that. And now it's 28-10. We're ready to play some defense. We're ready to play some offense here. Ready to get some reception. So now Trubisky, second and inches. I'm going to throw in, maybe not a completed pass, but we can always attempt for more passes equals more chances. More passes equals more completions equals more chance to get a 158.3 pass rating. No, we do not get this yet. Now, 4th and inches. Now, I'm hoping not to do the field goal, but I'll try it. And if it doesn't work, if it doesn't make it in, it will be no good. So now they're gonna say no. And the Chicago Bears gained 2 points up on the board. Dietrich Nichols, however, sacks the quarterback in the end zone. And that will be 2 points for the Chicago Bears. And now we get to return the kickoff/punt. I'm going to really call it a kickoff, but they really punt here. And now I don't know where to go, honestly. And now we're going to get stopped there at the 22-yard line. So this is going to be first down and 10 now for Chicago. So we got lots of chances here. Lots of chances to run this in, get it into the end zone, get a touchdown or whatsoever. And we're going to get stopped there at the 23. So we got 13 rushes, 125 yards. They're second down and 9. We're ready to throw here. And now we're going to throw deep across the field to Allen Robinson. And we're going to get stopped there at the 44. So now this is first and 10 here for Chicago. So now We only got 45 seconds to go in this game. However, I'm going to throw it deep. Gets a reception. 9 out of 13 there, 175 yards. And at least a touchdown. So I want to score at least one more TD before this game is over. And we should be able to. I mean, honestly, I'm going to throw it deep to Allen Robinson, and they're going to say yes, he will get a touchdown. 34-yard touchdown there, and it will now be 36-10. But wait, we are trying to do a two-point conversion here. We're going to try to do a two-pointer with only 9 seconds left to go in the game. And they're going to make it in, and they do. And we will see you guys when the game is over. And now the game is over. The Chicago Bears take the win at home over the rival Minnesota Vikings, as the final score is the Chicago Bears 38, the Minnesota Vikings 10. And they win it here in Soldier Field in this episode. So this was a pretty good game by the offensive unit. And really, Justin Jefferson, the rookie from LSU, scored the Vikings only touchdown of the game there. So just keep that in mind. And now 14, 7, 7, 10. 7 plus 3 equals 10. 38-10 is our final score here from the 3-1-2 in the Windy City of Chicago. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more content in the near future. Peace out. Have a great Thursday afternoon, and we'll see you guys next episode. All right, now the final score is the Minnesota Vikings fell to the Chicago Bears by the final score of 38-10. 412 total offense. They had 141. Rushing yards, we had 142. They had 55. Passing yards, 270. They had 86. 15 first downs, 14 punt return yards, 217 kickoff return yards, because Justin Jefferson, remember, like I said, actually had the kickoff return for a touchdown. So just keep that in mind. Total yards, 527. They had 358. 2 turnovers. We had 1. 2 turnovers, meaning that Danny Trevathan got that interception. And third down conversions, we were 3 for 4 there. They were 0 for 3. Fourth down, they were 0 for 1. It was extremely long. It was like 4th down and 28 or something like that. 2-point conversions, we were good on, 1 for 1 there. So now 3 red zone touchdowns, they had none. Their only touchdown, like I said, was that kickoff return. Mitch Trubisky, 10 out of 14 there, 209 yards and 3 touchdowns on the day. Kirk Cousins, 4 out of 10, 113 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 1 INT. Nick Foles, a perfect pass rating of 158.3, 3 out of 4 there, 71 yards, and 1 touchdown on the day. Tariq Cohen, 13 carries, 125 yards, and 1 touchdown on the day. Dalvin Cook, 5 carries, 55 yards. I think that's the lowest for him. And Allen Robinson had 5 receptions, 105 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day. Trevor Davis had 3 receptions, 57 yards, and a touchdown. Danny Trevathan, 2 receptions, 42 yards, and a touchdown whatsoever. Eric Kendricks, 1 reception, 15 yards. Justin Jefferson, 1 reception and 31 yards. Adam Thielen, 1 reception, 65 yards, and no touchdowns whatsoever. Defensively, let's see how many sacks this defense had. Roquan Smith with 2 sacks on the day. Danielle Hunter, Robert Quinn, Harrison Smith all had 1 sack. Jaleel Johnson and Eric Kendricks had 0.5 sacks. Danny Trevathan had a INT, their fumble recovery. Akeem Hicks and Shamar Stephen had a fumble recovery. And Bilal Nichols had a 2-point safety there, and there was no defensive touchdowns. But wait, this is not over yet. Justin Jefferson, 6 kickoff return yards, 217 at 6 attempts, 217 yards, and 1 touchdown on the day with the longest at 96. That wraps it up, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more content in the near future, and we will see you guys next episode's matchup. And now the next episode will be the LA Chargers traveling to the 305 in South Miami Beach to take on the Miami Dolphins. That wraps it up, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more content in the near future. Leave a like. Peace out. Great Thursday, everybody.